Hey everybody, my name's Ed. Okay, we're gonna do a real quick comic book haul today. We'll just jump into it. So first thing I have is Michael Cray #4. Um, it's I've been enjoying it. I think the comic book's been okay. It hasn't been great, but it hasn't been terrible. It's decent. Basically, the premise is um, with this imprint, we're getting these kind of alternative takes on the old Wildstorm characters. And in this particular series, Michael Cray has been hired by the government to kind of take the rogue agents and take down these rogue metahumans and whatnot. And the gag is, so far, they've mostly been these sort of evil versions of some of the DC heroes. So in issue 1 and 2, we had an evil Oliver Queen. 3 and 4, we've got an evil Barry Allen. It looks like 5 and 6 are probably going to be an evil Aquaman. Like I said, the stories are okay. I kind of wish, beyond the ideal of them just being the evil versions of characters we already know, I kind of wish they did more of a clever twist somehow. I guess thinking of something like Planetary by Warren Ellis and uh, John Cassidy from some years back, where the main characters would run into these kind of twisted, offbeat takes on these old pulp archetypes and things like that. I kind of wish that this comic book was as good as that, with the same sort of premise. I wish it was. I wish this comic book was as clever as that comic book was. So I'll probably give it 2 more issues, and after that, I'll probably jump off. Ragman #4. For the most part, I've really been enjoying this comic. It's a complete revamp of the old character, and it's a special forces guy, and he's overseas. Some supernatural stuff happens. These rags kind of envelop him. It kind of act like the symbiote over in the Spider-Man comics or something. But he's also hearing the spirits of some of the men he fought with and things like that. And there's these demon characters out there. They're up to shenanigans. This issue guest stars Etrigan, Jack Kirby's demon. And yeah, there hasn't been an issue so far that I haven't liked, so I've really been enjoying this. So Mr. Miracle #6. I'm glad I did decide to pick up this comic book. I know I've talked about it before. Basically, the whole idea is Mr. Miracle has been put on trial by Orion, and he's going through this whole sort of thing where he's contemplating existence, his life. He seems to be going through depression. At some points, he's not sure what's real and what's not real. Just really intriguing comic, as much as I guess one of the things that makes it interesting, as much as the actual plot and characterizations are the storytelling methods, the way the pages are laid out, the use of panels, the use of time and atmosphere and things like that. So a really, really intriguing read. I think when it's done, this will be known as one of the better or more interesting DC comics of its time. All right. Fighting American #4. I've been enjoying this comic book as well. It's pretty much a satire. The gag is we've got the Joe Simon and Jack Kirby characters from the 50s have found their way to the modern age, and as they are fighting the bad guy who also comes from the 50s, they're kind of reacting to modern culture and things like that. It's not super deep, but it is fun and it is enjoyable. And again, I've liked every issue so far. Barbarella #2. Thought #1 was okay. I like the art. I don't know too much about, or I should say, I've never read the original French comics from the 60s. I basically know this character from the Jane Fonda movie that came out way back when. But so far, it's a decent comic. So, all right. Coyotes #3. Interesting mix of, I guess, folklore and the supernatural, and uh, I guess Mexican culture, for lack of a better word. A little bit of crime stuff going on, a little bit of female empowerment, I would say, is part of the comic book as well. I wish I liked the art a little bit better. It's not bad, but maybe I would have liked something a little bit more detailed, for lack of a better word. But yeah, really interesting comic. I'm not too sure how long it's supposed to run, but I'm definitely on for the first arc. And slots number 4, I have issues 1, 2, 3, and here's 4, and I still haven't read the previous issues. I mean, I flipped through them and they look really interesting and really intriguing. I really want to get into it, but for whatever reason, I keep putting it on the back burner and I haven't gotten to it yet. But yeah, I will eventually get to it, and we'll have something interesting to say at some point, hopefully. Okay, so that's it for this week. I'm gonna try to do uh, another more, maybe a trade review for next week, just to mix it up from doing single issues all the time. I'm not too sure which one I'll pick. Maybe we'll pick something kind of deep, um, or something, or maybe we'll try to find something a little bit more off the beaten track, and I should have it up, early mid next week. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. You guys have a good day.